team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Tennessee's offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, reading at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him. But what a challenge this defense faces today.
The defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the catch. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Tyree. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dalton. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Working that left side now.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a moment.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. He wants to throw it again. Got him downfield. What a cut. Now he's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dalton. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. You're taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Touchdown Volunteers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he's going to bring it out. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's McCann. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Aggies have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back on the move.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not. to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Makes it past the marker. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy...
Snags it! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. Throw a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some minutes.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Red pass is complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's good enough for first down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. After getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Seagal. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna sling it on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here is the Tennessee offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Punts it out of the air. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Tyree. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Unloads to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Finds his man. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here we go. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCann. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Runs out of bounds.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it.
Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Wide open downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. He's got it at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Johns. And he's wrestled to the ground. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Siegel. Gives him the big stiff arm. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through two quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
The Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. Here we go. Ready. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game, as we're starting to get late. He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Caught behind the line. It's Dalton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Makes the grab over the middle. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
The give from the gun. Fighting off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
He's going to take off. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The running back has it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Tries again to get it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quickly complete. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Vols look to do some damage in the red zone. Let's go. Unloads quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Volunteers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 12 to Old Dominion. Sunbelt Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Makes the catch. It's Callow. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. With the catch, it's Dalton. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Gets it out quickly. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
He'll pull it on the read, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
Grab near the marker is Callow. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue to pick at this. Every chance I get.
The Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Vols! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And a short run there, and that'll end it. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really